Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Happy podcast day.
It's Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year to you and all your kin.
Thank you, sir. It's 2019.
This marks the first in what we believe to be a prolific.
That's it. Yeah.
Prolific. I've drank a lot before the podcast. Nerves. Absolutely terrified.
You've had a bit of Dutch courage, haven't you, sir?
We've.
Apart from you hate the Dutch, don't you? So
don't start off like that. Yeah. There's my sort of, xenophobic section is later on.
To our multitude of Dutch readers and listeners. I should be very much your favourite, I think.
I would imagine so. Well, this is... He's already made a lot of noise off mic. Should we maybe... we're a couple of minutes in, haven't really explained what this is. Welcome to Rock and Roll Up, the new podcast. It is new.
The Music and Wrestling Podcast.
The Music and Wrestling Podcast.
Featuring myself, Mr. Kenny Beveridge.
That's right. His surname is Beveridge, like the drink.
Hey.
And you're going to drink in his intellectual commentary, of which there will be a lot, I would imagine, on this podcast.
Too much.
If anything, too much.
Too much.
My name is Jack. No surname needed.
Not going to give you a surname?
No surname needed. I don't want to be found. Just mates, aren't we, really?
You're on the run as well, aren't you? So
I am.
From the Dutch police.
And I've got the runs. both of those things. Too much of that Dutch courage sets me adrift.
Yeah. Mr. Jack Cowling is here.
You've given away the...
Oh, no. Oh, God.
He was just joking.
His surname is not Cowling, spelt C-O-W.
No. There's a silent U in there.
All right. Try and figure out where that is.
So, first day, first time, first podcast. We've been talking about it for a long time.
Long time, and we're finally here.
We're here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm very happy that we have technology which seems to be on our side.
Mm-hmm, for now.
We're very much going into this as absolute amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
We are set up in my lovely living room in Nottingham.
It is lovely. Maybe explain the surroundings, where we're recording right now.
Well, it's very much Magnolia, you know.
It is very Magnolia. Not the movie.
But we are in a nice flat in Nottingham. There is a road.
I wouldn't say nice, but yeah.
You may be able to hear some cars.
It's a very loud road.
It's very loud, but yeah, we've been talking about doing this for many years. We've done other projects which we'll get onto shortly. Just have a little chat about those.
Yeah.
But
numerous, I would say, semi-successful projects.
Semi being the optimum word.
I would say so. So yeah, maybe a little bit about ourselves. We've been friends for a number of years. 2007, I believe, was when we met. Yeah, I will. Kenny does have typhoid, so he went back in time, contracted that. He's been fiddling with dead bodies.
Unfortunately, yes. Going back to stop bringing up the Dutch incident, my friend. About 10 years.
But I'd say slightly over, perhaps. And we met via a forum of sorts, didn't we?
Indeed. I like to tell people it's a classifieds website.
Classifieds,
Always gets a raised eyebrow.
I was looking for love.
Exactly. And you found it.
In a hopeless place.
Personally, I was just looking for a drummer, but ended up finding love.
We know what drummer rhymes with.
We're going blue rather early.
That's right.
Or brown.
Oh dear. Oh dear. The police are after you now.
I'm very sorry. We met 10 years ago looking as two star-crossed lovers looking for like-minded musicians.
Yeah, sort of rock orientated.
Jack's a very talented drummer.
Thank you. Kenny's a musician as well. No, he can sing. He's got pipes for days.
Yeah,
he's got more pipes than B&Q.
That's correct.
There we go.
That's a fact. I play a little bit of guitar, and I sometimes, when I say sometimes, almost every time I'm near a drum kit, I play that too.
He'll have a go, won't he? Good God, he will have a go. He sounds like he's building a shed.
He'll have a go, God damn it.
He also builds sheds.
I've been known to build shed of drumsticks.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes.
I wish we could record in there.
It's an arduous process.
That'd be amazing. So we met through that, and that very much is the glue between our friendship. I think we're big music fans. We've played in a number of originals and cover bands together. I do a little bit of songwriting as well when I can.
Much more than me. Why don't you tell the viewers what you've been up to the last few years?
You know,
I'm talking about the songwriting degree.
Oh, I thought I didn't want to explain the actual, the criminal side of things. But well, I've been writing a number of things, co-writing some pop, some rock, some light jazz. At a very prestigious university, Institute of Contemporary Music Performance. People have come from there. I won't name any.
No. You?
Only me. Yeah. You look at the alumni section. Just my headshot.
A big picture of you.
Just a big old picture of me. So yes, I met a lot of good people there. I've enjoyed my time there and
developed.
I've developed. I think
I've
matured like a fine cheddar.
Certainly, yeah. And I'm I've been. I don't want to say wasting my life in education, but potentially. We'll find out in a couple of years, I suppose. I've been at university for a while doing 2 degrees, and now I'm working in something that I don't particularly want to talk about.
No, and that's not because it's criminal.
No,
just because it's shit.
It's very exactly.
Bleep that out.
Looking for some good stuff, but we've always wanted to podcast. So
I think our true calling really is always lies in the arts. I think obviously I've pursued that in an educational setting where you haven't. But we wanted to share our creative exploits with the world, and also we quite like wrestling. Probably better get onto that at some point.
Really like music. Really like wrestling.
So maybe explain the name.
So rock is a genre of music.
Yeah.
Predominantly, what was your dictionary?
I haven't got it up, but it derives from rock and roll, heavy beat.
Elvis and that.
He was there. He was
Soul
in the shed. And
jazz, old jazz. So that's
jazz.
That's the rock. We don't just like rock, do we?
Dwayne the Rock. That's a good link.
That's the link. We're also partial to some Bee Gees.
Yeah. That's
so
happened.
Not just rock, but our passion is rock and metal.
I think all music.
All music, yeah.
Some Latvian folk in there.
My knowledge of Latvian folk is, I don't want to toot my own Latvian folk horn.
Yeah, we've got one here actually,
but it's immense.
The horn is,
and my knowledge.
Yeah.
Roll-up.
Why don't you
explain what a roll-up is?
A roll-up is a type of pinfall in professional wrestling.
That fake thing, right?
Ooh. Yeah, but you watch movies. They're fake.
That's
my defence.
We're going to have to come up with... Every wrestling fan has a number of maybe 3 or 4 defences that they go to the well.
My well dries up very quickly.
I try and keep it a secret mostly, which... a public podcast probably. See you later.
Well, do you remember when an unnamed person you communicated this to them that you watch wrestling, and what did that person reply to you?
I felt like I was in a safe space. Me and him we'd only just met, but we seemed to get on well. And I said, well, actually, my secret passion is actually wrestling. And he said, yeah, I really like UFC too.
Oh.
And I went,
that still hurts.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah.
Didn't admit it. So we have a liar on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
I just couldn't.
And others.
Me more than you likes. I like UFC.
Well, you do like
lot.
UFC, so I think that.
But professional wrestling is what we're on about now, and we're very into wrestling, aren't we? Really.
I would say very. Yeah.
We, me and Jack live. Not opposite sides of the country, but we live a good way away. A good
3-4 hours away,
and we base our social schedule around either WWE or other promotions. Pay-per-views.
That's right. Yeah, I'll often travel up on expensive public transport.
Yeah, we could get into that.
Yeah. Still haven't seen all of that 25 quid you owe me, actually, for this particular time.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be missed, actually.
Yeah, I don't really... I'm a numbers guy.
Anyway, wrestling. So we often come together for Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series.
The big four.
Well, it's potentially 5 with
The
Money
big
in
five.
the Bank.
Not really.
But we also get together for Wrestle Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes Dominion,
Mm-hmm.
all the NXT shows obviously up with the pay-per-views as well.
And of course, our own private mud wrestling backyard extravaganza.
Exactly.
Which
That's
takes place in the sheds that you build.
something of a tradition, those.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
You know, if we get 10,000 likes on this,
Yeah, we'll post a mud wrestling video. That's the way.
So the podcast is going to be covering music, wrestling. We're going to be talking about things that we like, things that we don't like.
It's just that our two passions, really, aren't they, in life? Music,
Yes.
wrestling,
Yeah.
everything in between. But it may go off. The conversation may traverse, the mountains of
we're both
mirth.
Very into gaming.
Yeah, we might play some games. That would be
We're
good.
quite into politics.
Mm,
Me more so than you.
yeah, big Trump guy.
Big-
Big boy.
Yeah.
You're wearing his wig right now.
Yeah. I don't wear
Not on
them.
your head.
I don't really wear the "Make America Great Again" hat.
No, you've put that ass in the closet.
I more wear the "Make America Great Again" wig.
That's right. Yeah, it's stitched in.
It's well, but we'll go into that. Maybe
Politics. They never discuss politics or religion, which is a shame because you're in the Senate and you're a priest.
Yeah, I've been known to do both
To dabble.
things that are to do with
Say
those.
no more. Again, back to the crime.
Yeah, it's taken a turn. This.
Well, it should be good, I think. We're going to release. We'll try and release maybe weekly, fortnightly. It'll be undisclosed dates at the moment. We're not too sure exactly the release schedule, but there will be a schedule. For that, you can look out on our socials. Shall I give them away now, or shall I give them away at the end? Give them something to look forward to,
Yes,
because they're going to be buzzing to hear our Twitter handle.
Our Twitter handle is pretty
Too hot to handle.
Impressive.
That's a song by who?
Well, actually, it's not too hot to handle, is it? It's too hard to handle.
No. That's my own song that I was referencing.
Well, it's by you.
Yep. What's the other one? Who's the other one by?
Is it by the Black Rose, sir?
No, it's not, actually.
It's not, but
Ill-informed.
They covered it, didn't they?
They covered it. Otis Redding, I believe.
I'm not sure that's correct.
I think it is.
I love Otis Redding, but
Yeah.
not enough to know that song.
What's his favourite salad?
What is Otis Redding's favourite salad?
Try a little tender leaf.
Well,
Hey? What's Elton John's favourite salad?
what's Elton John's favourite salad?
He's a rocket man. Hey, we've started.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Come on.
Anyone out there?
The laughs are rolling in.
That one listener's logged out. See you later, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Hey, we both went for mums.
Yeah.
Often
Yeah.
go for
Not dad.
for your mum, not dad's.
My dad won't listen to this.
No. What's that nonsense you're doing? He says. What are you fiddling with there, sir? Put that down.
Put that down. Go
Yeah.
and get a real job.
Go and get a real job. Get down the mine, sir. That's what he says. Calls you sir. That's weird, isn't it?
That's very strange.
Yeah.
So, a couple of things that we've done, a couple of anecdotes that we've done.
We've reached anecdote territory now, ladies and gentlemen. We've traversed the awkward introductions, very stilted, and now we've got to the anecdote part of the podcast. Lay an anecdote on me. We don't really have sections or kind of bits we're doing here, do we? Really?
Not really.
I think maybe as the podcast progresses,
very free flowing.
we'll organic, mate. Organic, like a nice leak.
Like a nice leafy rocket salad.
He's linked it back.
It's linked
Goodness gracious.
We once won a Battle of the Bands contest.
This is like sort of facts, isn't it?
It's facts, but they're funny, aren't
Let's spit some facts at people about us.
We once won a Battle of the Bands contest against two other bands that both predominantly played Oasis covers.
Big time. Yep.
We celebrated that when there was no tomorrow. Didn't
No,
we?
I mean I went mental. Absolutely mental.
We were very happy. Shout out to those bands that will go unnamed.
What were they called?
Oh, do you know? I don't know.
you know.
That was a good 10. No,
That was early, innit?
Maybe
That
not
was
10.
That was early.
8 or 7 or 8 years ago, maybe.
That was 2010, maybe something like that.
I reckon
Yeah.
with our
Big
big
time.
Beyond Borders boys.
Shout out Beyond Borders, the pop punk, the band that you didn't know you wanted, and that
The band that
actually
you-
nobody wanted.
The band that you didn't know.
Yeah, that's right. That was on the poster.
We were
We play politically inspired pop punk.
It was really, wasn't it?
That's what sort of rural Wiltshire really needed, I think, in sort of the mid 2000s.
They were crying out for it, weren't they? A kind of
Mm.
Rise Against crossed with maybe sort of Green Day.
Yeah, definitely there was some Green Day in there.
Um,
That links back to the mud wrestling, actually. Green Day, because they had a little fight, little scrap, didn't they? Mud wrestle, mud fight.
This is news to me.
Yeah. At a festival I can't remember.
Well,
Mm.
coming here for the facts.
It all comes together. It's brilliant. Come Together, that's a song. Who's that by?
Oh, who did a good cover of that?
I'll
tell you who did.
A lot of people did a good cover of
I'll
that.
tell you who someone I like is a DJ called A Skills. He does kind of funky remixes of stuff, and he did a great cover of Come Together, as well as all sorts of other good covers. He did some Jackson 5. He's done some great stuff.
Name all 5 members of the Jackson 5.
Janet Jackson.
We'll put pipe the sound effects in at a later date.
Yeah, for the moment, you're fine.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
You said Janet again.
Michael Jackson.
He was there. Yeah. Ding. What shall I say? Ding.
Jermaine Jackson.
Did you say Domain Jackson?
Daman Jackson.
Yeah, he lives predominantly online.
Was it Jermaine?
Jermaine was there. Yep.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there.
And that's as far as my Jackson 5
Yeah,
knowledge
there's a
goes.
Tito.
Tito Santana.
He's there.
He was
Santana
there.
Jackson. Now. They're not coming to
This
me.
is
The,
like
the
the
last two.
This is the $250,000 question.
This is bad. It's like who was the third man on the moon?
Hmm.
You know.
It was Buzzy
Yeah.
and,
Buzz Lightyear.
well,
Yeah.
he was the first man on every moon.
Has he been on your moon?
He's been in my dreams.
Has he? Do you dream of him?
I love
What do you dream of?
Mainly screams.
Don't say like curing cancer. Nobody cares about that. What do you dream of?
What? Dream of whilst I'm asleep?
Yeah.
Mainly the screams.
Okay.
Primal scream.
That's the music. These links are impeccable. Shall I do a time check?
Go on. What
Shall
we on?
You entertain the viewers.
So we're coming
Okay,
off.
So what happens is I didn't actually start the timer.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Does it say the timer on the audio device that we are recording into?
Let me have a look.
Quick. I'll keep them going.
We're hitting around 18 minutes.
That's okay. I'm coming up short, but I think we can manage another 10 or so.
10.
5.
5. I mean, we're coming off of.
We've got to reach 30 minutes, otherwise the bomb goes off.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we are. I forgot to say we're doing this not through choice. We've been forced to do this podcast.
And you're being forced to listen.
Yeah, Michael Bublé's got me locked in the shed as we speak.
We've come off of Wrestle Kingdom
Wrestle Kingdom.
very recently. We don't want to go too in depth to Wrestle Kingdom, but what a show!
Well, I think one of the best pay-per-views we've ever seen. I mean, we'd say that every year. I think really with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Pretty
but,
much, it's the pay-per-view of the year every year. Easily, I would say. A couple of takeovers, NXT takeovers, very, very good. But are they close?
I think that people get confused. The best that WWE put on is half as good as the best that New Japan put on. You know what I mean? So I think people don't expect much from WWE. So when they knock it out of the park, people go, "Oh, see, it's as good as ABC." But in reality, ABC, you know who that's by?
Go on.
The Jackson 5. I don't believe it. It's Come Together.
I don't
Come
believe
Together?
it.
Who's that by? This is ridiculous. I'm too good.
Many people say that you're too good. Do you know who else is too good?
Go on.
Kenny Omega.
As of today,
Which is the 7th.
he has left New Japan Pro Wrestling.
He's taking a bit of time off.
We do have an exclusive. We're going to go live to Kenny Omega right now, your namesake, and he's going to tell us a little bit more. Kenny.
Hi,
Kenny.
I'm Kenny Omega.
You got to put the voice on, mate.
How does he talk?
I don't know.
No, I could do.
I've heard the man talk for a number of years. I don't know how he talks.
You can do Jay White, can't you? Quite well.
Or I'm Jay White.
That's awful.
Crikey, mate. I'm Jay White.
Jib.
I need to hear him.
I
need to hear him.
Maybe we'll
first.
skip the impressions.
I'm going to win the belt.
Better.
Off of Tinahishi. We had a photo with Jay White, didn't we? For those of you that don't know anything about wrestling, please stay with us. But we had a photo with Jay White, current leader of Bullet Club. You must have heard of Bullet Club. If you haven't, we don't want you here.
Sweet!
Come back. Please come back.
We did a fantastic show
Yep.
in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, the strangest city. Is it a city that I've ever been in? Town?
I'm
no
not
one
sure.
there. It's like Sim City. You didn't see anything, did you?
To all of our listeners in Milton Keynes and
Japan? New Zealand? Big time listeners out there.
Netherlands.
This is band out there.
Please.
Band next door.
Another band
we were in.
That was my young brother, yourself and myself, and a lady.
Should we talk about that? I don't want to get into, blasphemous territory.
I think we'll just say that was a fun project.
Don't hire saxophonists because they'll only blow you off.
Why don't
Not
you,
like that.
Let's just I'll pass over to you just one more anecdote about Star Wars and a saxophonist.
Yeah. How can I begin to link those two things together? We like an introductory piece of music, don't we, for us to walk on stage. We like a bit of Dry Ice.
Yeah.
We like a Tango Ice Blast.
You love those.
I love them. Sometimes I'll go in the cinema and just get them and hightail out of there.
On your own?
Yeah. Come back.
Sometimes you go to the cinema on your own and cry, don't you?
Sometimes, yeah. If I'm watching Titanic repeats, yeah.
Repeat?
Yeah, it's on sometimes.
Repeat.
Yeah. I always kid myself, what'll happen? It might change. It might not sink.
They might survive.
Yeah. It might hit a Battenberg instead. Cake everywhere. What is it that encloses a Battenberg cake? It's sort of a strange...
I'll tell you what it is.
Is it marzipan?
It's marzipan.
Is it?
There'd be marzipan everywhere.
You.
Oh, Jack, help me. I've got marzipan in my eyes.
Cakes in my ears.
How did we get onto that?
So, Star Wars. Yeah, we thought it'd be fun to walk onto
the
Death Mark?
Death Mark, Empire Mark, the
Empire State Building.
Do.
Yeah.
Do. If anyone didn't,
You got a good voice, mate.
Well, too good.
If anything. Yeah.
If anything.
So we said, it'd be fun to walk onto that, wouldn't it? It's a little cover band, it'd be a laugh, funny little bit of introduction music.
Yeah.
She learnt the whole piece, 8 to 10 minutes long.
Every key change.
We did delicately explain that it's probably a little too long for an introduction.
Well, I've got the music. I've learnt the whole. But okay, we're probably just going to play sort of 2 bars of it, really.
That's right. And didn't like that.
No, she left shortly after.
She abandoned the project, and we never really recovered. Never did get that entrance music. Wrestlers. I've linked back to wrestling.
Well, I think we're going to talk about that in future.
I think so.
The link between music and wrestling is very strong.
I think we'll talk about music and wrestling. I think we'll talk about likes, dislikes. I think we'll talk about reviews, predictions for wrestling. Don't worry if you're not a huge wrestling fan. It won't take up the whole thing. We'll be very much looking at music as well. And I think album reviews would be interesting. Music and locations, I think, would be interesting. Maybe looking on TripAdvisor, looking at some iconic venues. And... maybe some sketches, maybe some skits.
It's all just going to be good fun.
It's good fun.
So I think we'll probably wrap it up.
Should we sign off? This is very much the introductory pilot episode.
The pilot episode. We'll learn from this. And
oh no, I ain't learning from anything.
No.
This
is a
what you
finished
get.
article already. Isn't it?
This is in case this is marzipan, sir. Send it off.
Before we leave,
exceedingly good.
Before we leave, Mr. Cowling, would you like to?
Shall I give my handles?
Yeah, give out.
Too hard to handle.
These are going to be new social media accounts. We've got. They'll be set up. They'll all be set up by the time this goes out.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to drop some handouts,
Rock and Roll Up podcast. that's what you're looking for on SoundCloud. We'll be, as I said, we're not too sure on the release date of this or subsequent, but I'd imagine it'll be weekly or fortnitly. Obviously, because we don't live in the same house as of yet. Although
not yet.
it will happen. You know, then essentially leave the whole fiance and that. You know, don't
those
worry
women.
about that. You know, once they're out of the picture, we'll settle down.
Then we'll be successful
In a house made of sticks. And but in the meantime, not sure how many we're going to record, but check out SoundCloud, Rock and Roll Up Podcast, Rock and Roll Up Podcast on Facebook, Rock and Roll Up Podcast on Instagram, Rock Roll Up Pod on Twitter.
Yeah,
couldn't fit all the letters in.
Those Twitter gremlins are
they're
there.
out
Oh no, you
force,
can't
aren't
have
they?
that long. You can't.
Yeah.
You know. So
PC.
snowflakes. Oh bloody Greg's vegan sausage rolls.
We will do a review of the Greg's vegan sausage roll. Perhaps on next time's
I'm
show.
really looking forward to that. I've not had one. I keep going to Greg's and they're sold out all the time.
Really? Did you see Piers Morgan tried it on TV and apparently threw up?
Pretended he'd thrown up.
Yeah, but I throw up every time I see Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh,
We just want to make everybody
Commentary.
clear that Piers Morgan,
satire.
you can
Piers off.
Piers off.
That's how we do it. So subscribe, Rock and Roll Up Podcast on all of the things except Rock Roll Up Pod on Twitter. Comment suggestions of things to talk about. It will be a little bit more organised, I think, in terms of structure, but we're very much going with the flow.
Indeed, and just make sure you unlike all of Piers Morgan's social media.
Don't like him. He's very much a competitor of ours. He's right in the comedy, music, wrestling podcast world.
Indeed,
so
indeed.
Remove that guy.
Those handles are all, it will be up on SoundCloud. It will probably go up on YouTube as well.
Oh, yes, it'll be there on YouTube. Of course, yes, don't forget the YouTube. It'll be, this name, Rock and Roll Up Podcast.
Yeah,
Check that out.
Any final words, Jack?
I just want everyone to love each other, yeah? Big time. Peace out.
Right. Are we seriously going off like that?
We can go off with each other. Which is essentially what this is.
This is a vanity project.
What should we should we maybe pose a question to the audience to see who's actually paying attention? You know, what
I like those things where they go you know, if you've got to the end of the podcast, please write something in the comments.
Please, here you go. Please write the number 47.
It's going to be a recurring joke, that.
Yeah, we'll explain that next time. Tune in. Tune in for next time. This is Rock and Roll Up Podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Kenny.
Peace out.